A symbol of hate spray painted over Beth Israel synagogue's All is Welcome sign. Vandals used spray paint to deface the front of Beth Israel and its neighboring synagogue, Beth Abraham, an action many would deem a hate crime.
Someone understands what a swastika is, obviously, and they understand what that means to the Jewish community and how hateful that is.
Bangor police answered the call late Friday night, and although Beth Israel has painted over the areas, the offensive markings can still be seen. Drawn alongside the swastikas is an upside-down cross with the number 666, a symbol connected with satanic worship. What you may not notice at first is the vandals drew the anti-Semitic mark incorrectly, pointing the Nazi symbol the wrong way before crossing it out and redrawing it.
Do it the wrong way, not realizing exactly which way to draw the swastika. They didn't realize what they were doing, but they do realize that that is an awful thing to do, to instill fear into the Jewish community like they've done.
Beth Israel's Rabbi Justin Goldstein reacted to the vandalism, saying because some of the symbols were drawn incorrectly at first, it leads him to believe it was not an act of an anti-Semitic group. But that does not erase the emotional damage. Rabbi Goldstein declined to be on camera, but he did release this statement. Whether or not this was nothing more than another incident of graffiti or a targeted display of hatred and bigotry, this act is a hate crime. The vandalism at Congregation Beth Abraham and Congregation Beth Israel were not only crimes against private property, it was also a crime against people's sensibilities and emotions. Goldstein goes on to say, "I want for this incident to motivate us towards togetherness, understanding, respect, and a deeper resolve to combat hatred, bigotry, and insensitivity towards all people." Sergeant Edwards says the police are working to solve this case and hold the guilty parties accountable. But in a crime such as this, it's not always easy.
Very difficult for the police to catch up with. There's not a lot of evidence left behind, if any, in this case. Probably not much.
Edwards says they'll rely heavily on the community for tips as to who is responsible. In Bangor, Samantha Edwards, News Center.